How's it going, everyone? King Blacktooth here. So, King Bran is considered one of the worst leader cards in Gwent at the moment, which is the perfect time to play some more Gwent. So this video is all about King Bran. I'm going to tell you how best to use him. He's considered the worst because you lose card advantage with him, and card advantage is really important in the game at the moment. So, it's not something you want to do. So let's go over what King Bran actually does. Now, I am talking about King Bran and not King Bran. I apologise for that. King Bran must be for another video. But King Bran is a Skellige leader card, and when you play him, you discard 2 cards from your hand that you get to choose into your graveyard, and they gain +2 base strength if they were units. So this is good for things like Queensguard or Skirmishers if you want to pull them back out at later rounds, or good for the Raiders because they get played automatically when they're discarded, so you'll get like 5 strength or 10 strength onto the board if you discard 2. So there are some uses for that, but you will still lose the card advantage. There's no way to sugarcoat that particular thing. Okay, so you discard 2 cards that you choose from your hand to your graveyard and add straight base strength to them if you can. And then you get to choose 1 card out of your deck and place it into your hand. So this can be anything: bronze, silver, gold, special, whatever you want that's in your deck, you can draw it to your hand. So it's very reminiscent of The Witcher 3. I think Eredin had one where he discarded 2 cards and drew one from his deck to his hand. So I'm going to teach you how to use King Bran so you eliminate the card disadvantage. So let me just go over how much disadvantage you actually get from using King Bran, because some people may not have a clear understanding on how much card disadvantage you get. So you discard 2 cards and you gain 1 card to your hand. So that's a -1 card advantage, okay? Now, some people might say, yeah, but you're using King Bran, so you're actually, getting rid of 3 cards to only pull 1 to your hand. But what they forget is that every round you have to use a card in order to pass it on to the opponent's turn. So that's what King Bran is. So that one really doesn't count because he's the card you're using for that particular round. So it is still only discarded 2 cards and drawing 1 card. Okay, so -1 card advantage there. So normally, if you want to use him, you can use him whenever you want, but you will take the card disadvantage hit if you discard 2 cards and draw 1. But sometimes that's necessary as you just play through the game, especially if you've got a nice card advantage anyway, and something is really important. But the way that you eliminate the card disadvantage is by waiting until the very end of the game. Wait until you've only got 1 card left in your hand, and then use King Bran on that. So you discard 1 card, and then you draw 1 card. Okay, if you've only got 1 card left in your hand, you can still use King Bran on it, discard that 1 card, and draw 1 card from your deck. So you eliminate the card disadvantage there. Make sure it's a rubbish card, like First Light, Mardrum, Quen, or something. Don't make it Sigurdrifa or Restore or something like that. Make sure it's the card that you don't actually want, and then you put that into your graveyard, and you can get something that's really powerful, like Restore, or Sigurdrifa, or Geralt, or whatever you want. Okay, so just to clarify, if you've got 2 cards left in your hand at the end of the game and you use King Bran, you have to discard both of them and draw 1, so -1 card advantage. If you've only got 1 card left in your hand, use King Bran, you discard the 1 and you draw 1, so no card disadvantage. If you've got no cards in your hand and you use King Bran, he does nothing. Okay, so you have to have 1 card left in your hand, and theoretically it has to be a rubbish one, or one that is not very useful, like Clear Skies or something. Okay, obviously you can get rid of Restore if you really need Geralt and it'll win you the game, of course, but try and keep a card throughout the game that you know that you're going to use with King Bran if you've chosen to do it like this. So speaking of card disadvantage, this is the way to eliminate the card disadvantage by waiting until you've only got 1 card and then discarding that one only and drawing 1. But you've only kind of pseudo got rid of it. It's still kind of there, that disadvantage. And what I mean by that is that you can't use King Bran until the end of the game. Okay, and you know that. So he's like a waste of space until the very end of the game. And you practically have to keep a card behind, like First Lights or something like that, that you can't use. So you are, shimmying off a bit of your hand that you can't use for a while. So the card disadvantage is there until the very end of the game, because your opponent could use Radovid. He could use his whole hand if he wants to win. And you can't really do that until the very end, until that's the last card. So while you do eliminate the card disadvantage, it is sort of still there in that you're limiting your own hand and your own play until that very end point. Okay. So I've got some matches where I built a deck. It's called Queen Bran and the Discards. But I really like it. It works. Okay, it uses King Bran and a Queen's Guard kind of style. I will show it briefly. I'm not going to talk through it. I'll do that in a different video because this one's going to be quite long else. And I've got some gameplay matches to show you. So have a look at them. Look at what kind of decisions I make. And thanks for watching as always. Take care and I'll see you again very soon.
We do what must be done.
Erectos. Erectos dysfunction. Erectos dysfunction. Erector. Okay, let's see what we got. Queen's Guard. Mushroom. He's playing that, so Last Wish is good. No spies, so we'll see if we can't get some spies. We got one. Coral's amazing. I think she's great. Combo of Queen Bran or King Bran. That you make them want to pass and then you add it and stuff. It's great. You can play Bran with one card. Yes, you can. If you've only got one card left in your hand, you play King Bran. He discards that one and you draw one more. I think it's a bug, but it works and it makes him playable. So, yeah. It's amazing. Why don't we do that? Why don't we do that, guys? I saw a player called Phil Uranus. Yeah, might try that. It's difficult. You have to keep something back that you don't want to keep back. So you are kind of losing card advantage, sort of, throughout the rest of the rounds because it's a card that you can't play even though it might be useful. And he pulled something from me, so that's not great.
We shall do it my way.
Oh, that's all not good.
Always willing, pal.
I really want to play another card, but he probably won't. I'm not sure I can beat him in one card. If he plays another one on the range or the siege, we can. So, oi, Metalhead. So we've Erectos gonna get Rectos. Right, so this is bad then. But he's gonna have 14 if I do Coral, and that'll make me have 11. However, we could have Priestess. That's 1, 2, 3, 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's not really much at all. We won't. Reason for Diamond and Shackles. Yeah, but who takes him anyway? Yeah, Caretaker's definitely the best. Caretaker's God. So we passed. I don't like passing, but it seems like this deck is probably one of the ones that you can pass and be alright. But when I fight against Queen's Guard, discard things, I always push the second round knowing that they're a little inferior. And I know that in third round they'll just get 50 billion Queen's Guard, so. Maybe should have used him first. No, we'll see.
Hey, me!
I've got 2 of those in there. Maybe should have used her too. I don't know. I mean, I had the opportunity to do that, but didn't work, did it? Don't have Geralt Ard. I might have to use that. Gonna be an armor smith? Not gonna be an armor smith?
Listen here. Listen well.
I would use decoy him and use him again. Decoy who? Craig? Yeah. But I should have done that this round, you're right. I think we're gonna have to use him to get Geralt Ard out. We're gonna struggle. We're gonna have to get rid of that and possibly him or something.
Need a good slapping.
You need to stagger those. Yeah. We could use that to get guaranteed an armor smith, but then I haven't got anything to King Bran. I have to probably keep him, King Bran, or maybe that. I don't know. But then again, if he does Igni it, they come out stronger. Or she comes out 3 stronger. But yeah, we might as well do it then. We'll do it. Alright, we need 1 card for King Bran later on. Pull out Igni. I'm down. Pull your Igni out, guys. Oh, we got some tea. Did you bring that in? Oh, we got some tea. Really mystery tea. Oh, lovely.
What do you need? Modron Freyr is patient, but she brooks no insult.
Out with the crowns. Come on, quick now.
Drake now. There's nothing in my graveyard now. We're going to pick up Sigurdrifa if he passes or something. Okay. We might save that until next turn. We can restoration them all out, then decoy her and such and such and such. Okay, and we're going to use probably Drake to rejigger. I don't know. I have no idea who brought this tea. I asked my brother and it wasn't him. Oh wow, we got mushroom. We can use that. Nice. So we'll use that then. So let's play that down.
Glory to you.
Glory be. Drake twice, you reckon? Because I feel like I would pull her out and pull the Queen's Guard out. If I Drake, then he gets another 2, 4, 6. And she'll get only another 3 if I pull them out and pull her out. So while they get 6, if I Drake again, that's 14. You know, by picking up a medic again. So I think it's probably worse to do that. Well, we've got 2 priestesses here, so...
May Modron Freyr watch us and keep us.
Bow before Modron Freyr.
3 Drakes for the price. To be honest, I didn't consider all these priestesses having extra Drake value. So we may have needed to do that, but it's too late now. But I do want to pick up maybe Sigurdrifa again. She's gone fucking huge though. Is she? Yeah, I still have Ard in the deck, so we're going to use that. And we're going to use it in such a way that we don't lose card advantage with it. You guys are not aware of how that works. So we're going to use it on that. That's the only card we're going to discard. So if I pick up that, we are losing, what's that, 6 strength? That's not too bad, is it? Not even 6 strength. That was only 4 strength. So that's pretty good. Cigar Drifter? Cigar Drifter. Oh, is that going to... No, okay. I was going to say, is that going to get down to 7? That's scary. So what do we want to do? That's obviously what we want to pull out. And we can do that on all of them. But I feel like I'm worried about something. Probably something.
What do you need?
Bow before Modron Freyr.
I feel like this is going... Shit, we just fucked up. Never mind. 25. I just screwed up. I went into that and messed up. I was about to say, it feels like it's going quite well. 21, 25.
Hey, listen here. Listen well.
It's trash when you don't have card advantage. I don't think so. So, I messed up. Yeah, I accidentally went straight into a priestess and then forgot that I couldn't go into thingamabob. So, the thing I don't like... Do I stick this video on YouTube now? Because I'm happy with the way this is going, but I made like the biggest... This brings Ceres... This brings you more than Ceres. Yeah, but I was going to do that Clan Hayme Scald next with that anyway. So it was, you know, I should have brought Ceres out, put that there. Although that brought 7. 8. That brought 8 strength, whereas this might bring... It might bring more. Let's just assume it does. I mean, she's 17, and then I was going to bring Mr. Hayme Scald out in a moment.
Bow before Mordred Freya.
9, that's worth 11. But that might be worth the...
Billion barrels of burning pitch.
Procrosis. How you doing, man? Right, so we need to play this card because we need to keep that card. See what he does, see if he's got any first lights. I mean, he could have first lights, you know, definitely. And then we are screwed a little bit. One of the issues is this is going to take me 2 turns to pull off. He would use first light now if he could, but he would have definitely used it now if he could. But this is how you use King Bran. Discard the 1 card and we get to choose. Well, they're the only 2 cards in my deck. Yeah, it is.
Coming!
Oh, I hate the fact that that happens. Let me do this.
I hate portals.
That's how you win a game. You do know. I think that is one option, old Billy. Old Wig Billy. Like you can, if you've got 2 Queen's Guards, you can use King Bran to remove those Queen's Guards because you'll get them back. But you are still losing card advantage with that because you're removing cards from your hand. Whereas the way I just played it, so you've got 1 card left, you don't lose any card advantage. Although you kind of pseudo do lose card advantage on round 1 and 2 because you've got a card that you can never play. You know. Okay, Dagon. Wash your machines, live longer with Dagon. You might not know that if you don't remember that advert. Okay, so we've got Dagon. Dagon, good time. Did we take Marjoram? No, we probably take Clear Skies, don't we? We've got that. We've got that. We've got no Queen's Guards. Some Guards of Queen. That's good. Get rid of him. Priestess is quite good. We haven't got any. So we'll get Burner Brand and stuff. Kieran is better pick than Toraville. Do you agree? I find Kieran easier to use. He works every single time. Right. I'm playing the Clan Demon. Yeah, there are some bugs that if something is buffed, right? So if you buff something in green strength and then you reduce its original strength to 0 using mushrooms, when it goes to the graveyard, it will go to the graveyard as 0 strength. If it's pulled out in any way, it destroys instantly without activating anything, not even fireball traps. Okay? So you've got to buff something, so if they play Bloody Baron and demote it, then it will still have the +2 from the deck ability. Then you reduce its original strength to 0, it'll go into the graveyard and stay there at 0. And it's really annoying because things like the Katakan can eat a 0 strength, the Ghoul can eat a 0 strength. You could pull it out with a random field medic, for instance, which would be bad. You could pull it out with Uzulrik, which would be really bad as well. So there's a lot of annoying things that can happen.
Hey, me!
Now, I'm not sure. I need to put some thought into it. What's better to do? Donna first for the discard, or Quick Burner Bran, or Last Wish? I'm not sure which one would be best to do.
So be it.
Where can I find this Skellige deck? On this stream. I've only made it today, so I haven't done anything about it. I I feel Coral's not working because he's got these kind of things. So we're going to have to pass. I thought I'd play Bran because we don't want to, you know. So that's made my my Geralt like free to play. But at the minute, I'm not sure what card is being kept. I think I need that. So there's not many options I've got here on. I mean, that's 6, and I could do 2, 4, 6. That's 10. So we could do that. Or we could do 2 plus 6 is 8. That won't be good enough. We could do 8 there. We kind of need to buff these Queen's Guard, but that's using 2 cards. I think just doing it in 1 card would be the best. We'll do that. We do have Restoration.
What do you need? Modron Freyr is patient, but she brooks no insult.
Drake plus A. You would have used 2 cards there. I didn't really want to do that. Made the decision. Yeah, so that's good. What we wanted. Right, so we've got Drake. He's probably got Caretaker in some form. He might not play it now. He may do. Oh, it's my turn. At the minute, I do have card advantage because I've got Decoy. Ooh, Drake. Do you reckon I should do Drake? Or are we worried about... he'd probably take that, wouldn't he? So we can either pull that out instantly, or Drake,
Glory to you.
Guys, now, who of you uses Draug? We are all Drake. So do I get to meet him in Witcher 3? What tea are you drinking? It's Yorkshire tea? You going for Sigurdrifa? I think that'll probably be the one he's going for, but he hasn't got anything worth doing.
You want to pass?
I went for Pandemon.
Can't let you
Alright.
through elseways.
We can destroy that if push comes to shove. No, he didn't take... I don't think he took Sigurdrifa because, you know, he's got nothing in his graveyard. He's got that, but maybe he's got Griffins.
Glory to you.
Griffins was hurt. But probably not. It's a weather deck. So if you... I mean, I'm putting out options, but then I'm not really considering what deck he's playing. He's playing weather. He won't have Griffins.
Death comes.
He didn't grab Sigurdrifa because he probably forgot about that, and all the rest is rubbish. Apart from maybe that, I don't know. No, that's worth 9 though. Sigurdrifa with weather, not worth that much.
The goddess protect you
Sigurdrifa because
from
when he
all
brings
evil.
out his
Bow
Boglet,
before
she's going to
Modron
get mad
Freya.
gains. Just joined some Drake action. Yes, we are doing a Skellige discard deck. We use King Bran, but we use him so we don't lose card advantage if possible. Sometimes we might do. He's in The Witcher 3 for 5 minutes. Alright. That's Drake we're talking about. Drake Bondu. Don't mind if I fondue. Ugh. So we do have card advantage, but it is going to be difficult. Especially if he lacerates. Now I imagine he can't do anything about that. So we'll just put...
I'm ready.
Not sure what card I'm looking for with King Bran. We can discard that and get the extra Queen's Guard if he decides to swipe them all. Play Karen deck. We were going to play a Katakan deck. No, sorry, a monster weather deck today. A legitimate one. But we haven't done so yet. We might have to forget about King Bran.
We serve her who is virgin, mother, and crone.
Not your lucky day.
Coral is worse? I don't know. We put Coral down, we get all the foglets out, we get that dead, we get that dead, we push him back with Ard. Although, to be honest, he might do it himself, you're right. Yeah. He's probably going to put his own fog down. So Mardrum might work to put one of these. I think that's quite important. But that means we can't use that. We're going to have to use it early. If we use it early, we can't not use it. Oh my lord. That's an issue. We are going to lose one card advantage for that. This is good.
Modron Freyr is patient, but she brooks no insult.
Oh, shackle. Oh dear. Deary me. Coral. Now, I mean, if I look at my graveyard, I've got First Light. We could probably use King Bran to get First Light, you know, as our last card, maybe. Somebody's hosting me. Thank you very much.
Not your lucky day.
Valkenheim 1 is now hosting. Ooh. It is nice. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Valkenheim.
That might even be amusing.
I hate portals.
Oh, wow. No, that's fine. So the problem here... there you go. We get rid of that and get another First Light, hopefully. Yeah. Oh, that worked out perfectly. That worked out perfectly. Yes. Yes. Whew. And hopefully we've got the original strength to handle this. That's how you do it. I forgot for a moment that he pulls it to your hand. He played it instantly, we would have been very, very upset. Oh, good job having that First Light in the deck. That's how you do it.